Hello, guys. I am Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran. I'm here with Yanzi, Glen, and today we are going to go through some tweets of Heidi McDonald. This is the owner of The Beat, one of the major journalists in American comic books, show media at least, and part of the Whisper Network. But we're going to talk about that later on in another video. Now, all of this is happening. A lot of things are happening in comic. There's actually a lot of fallout happening over the Glen at Comic Book Palace video talking about wanting writers to take themselves out of the characters, that they only really want comics with Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, thing like that. Mark Miller came to his defense. Now a lot of people are flipping out. Basically, a prized writer in the American comic book industry who's full of FU money that can just speak the truth is calling them out for being villains. Now, this also, Donnie Cates had taken shots at him. A lot of other comic pros taking shots at Glen. So here we are today. We're going to go through some Heidi McDonald stuff here. What do we got?
So, of course, it's in reference to the Glen video. See, Glen is just one of a handful of retailers who are basically saying, I can't sell your books. Phil Boyd was the one that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, talking about closing his shops and stuff. More and more retailers are coming up and saying, yeah, we can't sell this modern stuff. And of course, now they want to lay the blame on Comicsgate. Heidi here says, the funniest thing about all these is that Comicsgate comics don't even go through the direct market. All these great comics that would save comics are sold direct through crowdfunding. They aren't doing a penny to help the direct market. Okay, Heidi. So, in case you forgot the history of Comicsgate, how did Comicsgate come about? Sure, it was originally a fan movement. But see, fans eventually aspire to create their own comics when whatever the mainstream is serving them is not so palatable anymore. So there's this guy called Richard C. Myers, and he tried to run his book Jawbreakers through Antarctic Press. He basically tried to enter the direct market, as you guys wanted him to do. How did that turn out? Not so well, see. Mark Waid himself made a phone call to Antarctic Press, who I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt that they don't really understand who or what they're getting into business with. All right, so I'm constant trolling and everything. And eventually, Antarctic Press decides not to release Jawbreakers, thereby falling Richard C. Myers, aka your boy Zach, to go into crowdfunding. And see, once one member of Comicsgate finds out that if you want to be a creative in this sphere and you can't go through mainstream, then you got to go through crowdfunding. Then all of us are going to go through crowdfunding. Heidi, this is essentially a problem of your own making. You pushed us out of the direct market, and now you're claiming we're not coming back into the direct market to help it. My dear, I have a question for you, and that is, if tomorrow we tried to bring one of our books into the direct market, would you be trying to get us cancelled and blacklisted? Or would you let us actually come in and help the direct market as you so desperately want?
I, before becoming Comicsgate, speaking on this, would have phone calls every month and emails asking for variant covers at Marvel, even while I was working on Metal Men at DC. A lot of covers, and Yanzi can attest to, I had to turn down. I just didn't have the time to do it, plus my monthly comic. Ever since I became Comicsgate, not had one phone call. Last cover I did at Marvel was one of the highest sought after variant covers.
Oh, yeah. The Black Widow cover. That's right. It's sold for hundreds of dollars each copy, right?
Right. Phone quits ringing. Like, the gatekeeping in the American comic book industry is a real thing. Of course, Marvel Comics isn't going to write me to tell me we are no longer hiring you. They're just going to quit calling. Now, that's the direct market. That is gatekeepers like the Whisper Network, Heidi McDonald, so on and so forth. But she doesn't stop here. She goes on. Now, a lot of this tweet is trying to frame us for the failure of the direct market, that we're not helping out. We are the bad guys, not them for keeping us out of the direct market.
So Heidi goes on to say, nothing is preventing any crowdfunder from setting up retailer levels and letting them order directly. So see, at this point, I kind of question Heidi's journalistic ability, because like almost every crowdfunded comics I know, there's a retailer tier. We have retailer tiers. Ethan Van Skype has retailer tiers. I mean, almost every comics has retailer tiers, and now you're blaming us for not having retailer tiers to let them order directly. It's like, whatever you're saying here is basically can be verified by simply one Google search.
I want to comment on this real quick. Heidi bleeding cool. A lot of these sites, if you'll notice, they'll do crowdfunding articles. Never will they talk about Comicsgate campaigns, which do have retailer tiers. We have 10 packs, we have 20 packs, whatever retailers could contact us about. trying to order more than 10, 20, whatever, and stuff like that, bulk shipping, stuff like that. Never do they actually talk. I can raise $300,000 on the campaign, whatever. They don't help. They don't do their part to spread the message for retailers to be made aware. This is a hot fire campaign over here. Maybe you want to order some copies for your store. If you guys will, please go check out Axcend to level up. This is our next big crowdfunding that the Beat won't talk about, that Bleeding Cool won't talk about. $103,210. If you guys will, please go check out. There are 2 awesome books in this campaign. I'll leave you guys with a trailer for this smash hit comic coming to you from us to you.
I dream of a world carefully crafted, beautifully flawed. This is Axcend. In this game of life, there is one thing that determines a victor. A player's ability to grow. A player's ability to evolve. A player's ability to survive. My name is Dog. Choose to play. Choose to upgrade. Choose to level up. Choose to Axcend.